fork and it's examined, right? What we're going to try to do is show you a little energy demonstration in which this fork becomes not just any fork, but kind of like a tuning fork, if you will. Now we're going to do that by having everybody just say a word, and the word is going to be bend, okay? So when you say bend, we're going to try to make this fork bend. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, everybody, bend! And look, the fork is starting to bend. It's actually beginning to bend. Say it again, bend, 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 bend. And the fork continues to bend. Keep saying it as it continues to droop like a wilted flower. Go ahead, take a look, examine it. I mean, that's legitimately bent, right? Now, of course, you can probably unbend it with, like, muscle. You could probably torque that sucker so it unbends. So let me just do that right now, so that we once again have a straight fork. But let's try to create again this idea of the most amount of energy with a minimal amount of effort. A lot of people wonder, so why do you bend metal? Why do you bend spoons, forks? It's because they represent the mundane. They represent mundane reality. And so the idea is that if we can stop looking at it as the mundane and more maybe see it as the extraordinary, really kind of extraordinary things can happen. So again, everybody, let's just focus on this one aspect, this one spoke of the fork, and let's see if somehow we can create some kind of energy that makes it a little bit different. If I just focus right here. Yes, there it goes. Look, one of the spokes, one of the tines has actually started to bend. And I think that we can do this again with this one over here. If everything goes right, we should be able to actually bend this tine a little bit more. In fact, we can create like a little energy vortex here. And as we do this, all the tines spread out. We can even bring that energy from the tines down into the handle, as we imagine that energy focusing and coming down into the handle, causing not just the tines, but the handle itself to be twisted beyond repair. In fact, go ahead and take this and try to untwist the fork. And of course, they can examine as much as they want. Were you able to untwist it? No, because it's actually very, very difficult to do this, right? And wait, did you do that? Here, regardless, it's a simple matter of taking the fork and just giving it just a little bit of a bend. Now, of course, just because something is unique doesn't necessarily make it useful, right? I mean, the thing is that maybe we can take this and turn it into something a little bit more useful because, well, holding it like this, it kind of represents kind of like a bonsai tree. And a bonsai tree represents man's control over nature. And in many ways, bending metal is kind of like man's control over nature in its own way. Or if we see it as something else, we can see it as a, look at that, a little animal of some sort, like a scorpion. And scorpions represent resilience. They've been on this planet for millions of years. So obviously we can think of the scorpion as being our protection spirit, our little bodyguard that keeps us resilient, keeps us strong. And if we can add some function to this form before I give you this little gift, let's see your cell phone. In fact, look, your cell phone just clicks right inside like this. And now we have not just any scorpion, but a scorpion that you can actually keep with you, keep you protected. And hey, Merry Christmas to all of you at STM.